to Psychic Holistic Spotlight. I'm your host, Josie Way, and tonight it's an in-house show. We have co-hosting with me Kathy Medeiros, Darlene Filosa, and our crew member and guest is Karan Phillips.
Hello.
She has consented to share all her wisdom about feng shui and healing and how she blends them together to produce healing results. The population that she's had the most experience with are senior citizens. Am I right? Recently.
Recently, yes. Recently, that's what I'm working with geriatrics right now and enjoying it thoroughly, and adding feng shui a little bit into their activities. Meditation also, so.
Well, feng shui helps to produce balance in people, and a lot of geriatrics have limited balance. So it's a wonderful thing to do.
It sure is, and also the meditation I started up with them also. But feng shui, it's been a great experience for geriatrics and for myself included, trying a different arena, I guess, which is fantastic, and I imply the feng shui, the life areas with their activities, and integrate different room areas.
Now, what do you mean by the life activities? Like the room that they're in to do the activities?
Right now, as it stands, with feng shui, I'm trying out different areas with that. Question again, I'm sorry.
Like when you said the life activities are for the geriatrics, is it the room that they're doing the activities in?
The room that they're in, yes.
Okay.
And what I've been doing, thank you. That was a good help. With feng shuiing the area with the life areas. So it is more balanced in the center.
Okay. Also, the life areas is like the sharing rooms, the living rooms. Okay.
Certain rooms that they even go into relax in. I've been working on
the community rooms,
with
basically.
Them, community rooms,
and
there's ways to bring the feng shui into their individual even residents with their rooms. There's way to feng shui their rooms so it's more comfortable, more balanced,
and if they have dual rooms where they have two people, you can help harmonize.
Absolutely, we want to balance that. Yeah, we want to balance that and balance the elements.
Okay. Okay.
Yes.
Now, do you do this only in geriatrics, or do you expand it?
No, I've been doing feng shui for about 18 years now.
Okay.
I also teach. I teach classes in feng shui. It's the basics. So everybody, when I teach, and I also do one-on-one consultations. That's what I did for a long time. But I'm open to helping in all areas with feng shui.
Yeah. Now, what you teach is the Black Hat.
It's called Black Hat Sect, yes, and it's the American of feng shui, and it's also intuitive feng shui. So it's different. There are many different schools. There's compass, there's pyramid. Mine is called the Black Hat, and it has a Buddhist foundation to it. So it really frees up. Once again, no limitations. It's for everybody. For everybody.
Karan, I know you do a lot of different things. We've talked about that off screen. So when you're doing, explain what else you do.
I'm an intuitive.
So you incorporate
you read cards, right?
I do angel cards. I'm also a Reiki practitioner. I will be going for my master's, and I cannot wait this month. So I'm adding that to creative chi, and it's a lifestyle. It truly is. Now, it's doable.
What's the creative chi? Is that your business?
Creative chi is my business.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm the founder of Creative Chi, and that's a little bit of feng shui. It's a little bit of Reiki. It's whatever you need. Okay. Angel card reading.
Nice, nice.
So I'm really enjoying all of this. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful thing, and it's a beautiful way to help and to change, to give hope to change, because we can change. We can change things.
Yes, yes. I myself saw some deficiencies in myself and kept facing them and, finding new methods and new ways to change them. And I have changed. I was an introvert, and
now look at you, you're
me.
on TV, right? It's true.
Yeah, that's a change.
Everything can change. I am proof. I've had some heavy things happen in my lifetime, and
So I have a question for you about the meditation.
Yes.
I'm going to go back to the
Yes, you can.
back to the
I love it.
to the senior centers when you were talking about
Yeah.
you're going in there and
Yeah.
doing the feng shui and their places, and then you mentioned meditation.
Yes.
So share us with a little bit about
I'm very
that.
excited about this because I just got asked by my new where I'm working now. So I have my creative chi, my Reiki, and then I have another job that I work with geriatrics, so it's a balance. It's a nice balance. Just started introducing meditation to them. I just had a presentation on last Friday, for their group meetings when after they have a conference, or not a conference, but a meeting. They have team meetings every day. They're going to incorporate. I did a 7-minute meditation, vibrational healing. Jonathan Goldsmith presented it. They all
Okay, so you're going to be
enjoyed the
offering
meditation.
them.
Yeah, so now it's going to be part of it's going to be part of their daily.
Okay.
Their daily routine.
Yes,
All right,
and that's
so-
the
Awesome.
staff.
Okay, that was my question.
Now,
Okay.
the participants, we call them, because they don't live there, they just come to the center. I can't really mention names. They started to incorporate a namaste room.
Oh, namaste.
I get
okay.
goosebumps because I just love where this is heading, this direction. Instead of giving pills all the, we can medicate through energy.
Yeah, it's the meditation, yeah. naturally.
Meditation. Plant that seed every day. Just, plant it every day. That's the first thing I do when I get up. I go downstairs into my Reiki room and I thank all the angels, spirit guides, whoever needs to guide me today to do that, So it's important to do that, and it works. So now the new place that I'm with, they're going to be doing the meditation, incorporating it daily, Monday through Friday.
And is that something that's obviously
That's something I brought
and you're going to lead it.
Actually,
You
we're
think?
just we're gonna see how that happens. But they actually asked me to do another project today too, ironically, which is also a way of healing with meditation. So we're going to start that in March. There's a lot of things that are going to be starting up.
And I want to say, and it's all because you've learned to go with the flow.
Exactly.
That's,
and trust.
That's how spirit
trust
works.
in intuition and trust in spirit.
Yeah, let
Feel
things
that
come
out.
to you where you
Think
gotta
about
go.
it. You don't always have to say yes right away to anything. Take a step back. Look at things around you. See what you need to change for yourself.
Yeah.
Don't worry about the rest. It's all going to work out if you stay on your path and you pay attention. And you listen to spirit.
Yeah.
Listen to that intuition. It never fails you. Once you start really listening, it's unbelievable. You don't have to worry. It's not, we're doing the right thing. We're on our path.
So that namaste room,
Namaste room.
are you feng shuiing that room as well too?
It's up to them, but I'm going to assist as much as I can while I'm there because I'm a strong believer in we all have our gifts. We need to share them and help each other. That's what we're supposed to do.
Yeah.
As women and men, as a team, we all got to help each other. We don't have to, but I prefer to because I like it like this. I like this side of the coin much better.
Yeah, it makes life a little bit easier.
And you just see everything flows and it just keeps flowing and it's positive. It's all positive. That's energy.
And so one of the other things you mentioned too is that you have been teaching some classes at another place as well.
I've been hopping, I did a lot of, okay, good. My friend Jen at Hotspot Art Gallery, I did a couple of classes last year. We had talked about maybe me doing another one this year, so that will be fun.
That's awesome.
The Blue Dragon, that was my second time there,
where's
offering
the-
a feng shui class. That's in North Kingston, I believe. So I kind of like, hop
Spread it
around,
around.
but my Reiki studio is in-house, an appointment only.
And how would they contact you?
Through my Gmail, they can contact me, Karan Phillips 83 at gmail.com.
Now it's Karan.
Yes.
Otherwise, they won't get you.
Yeah.
And 2 L's or 1 L in Phillips?
2 L's.
2 L's, okay. All right. So they can get the feng shui appointment with you, though, a consultation with that?
Absolutely.
With the Reiki and the readings?
And readings.
The cards?
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, do you facilitate the meditations outside of where you're doing it right now?
I'm starting to do that
Okay.
now, so that's
Okay.
that's
Yeah,
going
so that's an option for people if they can call you.
Oh, absolutely. If this is, walk the walk. I feel the difference. So I want to share this with everybody because they can change. You can do this. You can do this. You can be happier and more grateful.
Oh, yeah.
Now, I've been reading a lot of articles lately, though, on meditations in schools, especially for the younger ones, or where they already have learned that life skill, though. So as they get older, they can still continue with that as well, too.
Once again, that's part of a toolbox. We can all use a toolbox. We use it. We all do.
Yeah.
So if we can start children off young,
Yeah.
and start them on this path, imagine
'cause-
what we're going to have.
Yeah, because the schools have noticed a big
It's going
difference.
to be
though.
beautiful. I get goosebumps. I
Yeah.
love it. It's self-help. It doesn't matter where you are.
Yeah.
Yeah,
in
'cause
life.
I've noticed-
If you're in
yeah.
Providence, it doesn't matter.
So, Karen, I can see you're very passionate
I am.
about all of this,
Well, yes, I am.
that's great. Is there something that you felt, as long as you feel like sharing this, that you felt that really drove you in the last year to feel a lot more passionate about it than?
This last year, Reiki has brought me in meditation to where I am today. And that was just newly introduced to me like 3 years ago, I guess. I've been meditating now. Diane Lupo is a big, she's just wonderful.
Big
And
help,
she's
yeah.
She's amazing.
she's just helped me build me up. That's an inspiration, and that's what I want to help. That's how I want to be part of helping 30-year-olds, 20-year-olds, 10-year, everybody to get to that point where,
Where they can better
You feel good
themselves
about
and
it.
feel less
Yeah.
stress.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All the benefits. Now, what's the biggest benefits that you've seen with the meditation?
Grounding. It's
Now,
wonderful.
now, most people that are watching this don't really know what that means.
It's a technique, and it helps you balance
more
throughout
in
the
the present.
day, processing, your interactions with others. You're more conscious. You take your time a little bit more. Also, I've been getting into diaphragmatic breathing. Diane taught a class, which I took. So I'm really incorporating that also with the meditation. Before you do the meditation, do some, the grounding means, to just kind of bring yourself together, gather yourself, go out there and give it your best. That's what grounding, and just, letting it go all to Mother Earth. Down to Mother Earth, bringing it back up.
So it helps people be more present.
Exactly. It's definitely about being
It's
present.
about presence.
And consciousness. Yeah.
Being in the moment.
Being in the moment and really, paying attention to how we're interacting and what we're saying.
Yeah.
What are your intentions?
Yeah.
That's what it's all about, intention.
Yeah.
Everything.
Yeah, what you want.
That simple.
Yeah.
So I know with feng shui, you have, you utilize different tools, and I'm going to go back to the feng shui for a minute.
You can do whatever you want, darling.
So utilizing that, if somebody here, you were trying to give like a 2-minute pitch or a 5-minute pitch or even a 30-second commercial about what you could do, like if your house didn't feel quite right or your living area, what would you do to make that better?
I would do some suggestions. I would figure out on the bagua, the tool that I use, because I am a professional consultant, and I would figure out where that room is in the bagua as far as the elements. So I'm going to try to speed it up. So say if it's the bedroom and they're having trouble sleeping, they're not comfortable with their bedroom, I'm going to suggest different colors, a couple of different colors that you could do right now to change that energy in that room. So it matches up with the elements, the color, which equals elements, and that all adds to the balance of the entire, of the room itself.
Okay. So color does make a difference.
It makes a huge difference. Color is everything.
Right.
Color is everything. I studied color also. I'm an artist. I have an art background, so.
So if you were having a hard time sleeping and you're in this
I
bedroom,
would suggest a certain, it depends on, the individual too. But if I had to do just a basic, I would say you should have, or it would be beneficial to have 2 tables on the side of your bed to give you the armchair effect when you're sleeping. Make sure your bed's not faced with the window next, so you're continuously feeling somebody can break in and,
Right.
and also the way your bed's positioned. So these are things that you can do right away.
Right.
Everything you can do it right away. So
That's excellent.
Now, how long have you been doing the Feng Shui consultations?
I've been doing Feng Shui for about 17, 18 years
okay,
now.
so you did mention that already. Okay.
Yeah. And I just incorporated it in my everyday life and just plugged along and just, keep learning more things and just enjoying it and loving this path more and more as I go.
Yeah.
And I think that sometimes people think that, when I'm going to go into this, it's overwhelming because it's, I got to change this, I got to change that, I got to do this, I got to do that. I don't have the money to change all of this.
Yeah.
But as you mentioned, by colors or
By
just...
colors, and then also what I do is I break down, here we go. I'll break it down, into numbers. So we
Okay.
would go over all of this with a consultation. And also when I teach a class, I simplify it. So you can go home and do 1 through 9, make these changes slowly, like once a week, work on 1 room a week or 1 area. You don't want to shock any energy anyways, so it's good to just slowly
you don't want to
introduce
change too
the
much,
energy.
yeah.
And also I have to stress, I'm definitely house cleaning. You need to do a sage, a cleansing, and
house cleansing, yeah.
that's when I do
Energy cleaning.
Energy cleaning is so important because that's your canvas. And I think of it like a painting, your living quarters or where you're working or whatever room that we're feng shuiing. We want a clean palette, a clean canvas. And in order to do that, we should be cleaning the energy before we do anything. And that's part of the consultation too when I go in. And
So somebody hires you to go in and kind of do this thing, say, hey,
cleansing.
I need a house cleansing and I want to, make it so it's more comfortable.
It's part of the consultation. So yes, I go in and I do a cleansing, and I'm very spiritual. And I've been practicing metaphysics for many years. Many years. So we want to clean. We want to get rid of all the negative energy, whatever we can get rid of with the sage, and I do all of that for you.
Now, aren't there other things that some people use, like holy water and
There's
Palo
many
Santo?
different ways of doing house cleansing. There's so many different ways of doing it. What I do, it depends on if it's in a building and they have fire alarms. I certainly am not going to go in there with sage and start whooping it up. I actually have a spray that I made.
Okay, so much spray.
Yeah.
I did.
A sage spray.
I did. I infused it, and I charged the spray itself, the water, energy itself in there.
It works.
And it works. And that's what I do. And then I do there's a little, there's a little intro that we do with an orange for prosperity. There's a whole nice little beginning ceremonial thing that we sit and we talk, and whoever's involved, if there's children, I love to have them involved with the whole, because it's exciting and fun for them, and it's their house, and You know, we
It's
can.
important for them to have a
you know,
say.
it's amazing. I know. I helped a woman with her son was having trouble sleeping. I went in, so I I went into the room and I said, "Geez, he had a big chalkboard on the board, and there was primary like red, green, red, yellow, blue, all these bright colors, and you know so I suggested that we tone it down. The colors, we tone the colors down, maybe." You know, put a positive quote on the blackboard if that's to stay because it was painted on the wall. See, these are things that we can do as little visuals and reminders. And that child, when he gets up, and give him his bed was kind of like out in the open, so no wonder why he wasn't sleeping. He was floating. He felt like he wasn't safe, you know. So what we did was I positioned the bed into an armchair, like a cocoon almost. You know, just pushed it against the wall a little bit, placed it there. We went with blues. That's his favorite color. And blue represents the element water, which flows, which helped him to sleep. You know, I mean, simple things like that. Just the colors. We turned the colors around a little bit. And it didn't cost a ton of money. She was able to do these things.
Okay, so it's affordable
I'm
too,
sliding
yeah.
scale. That's another thing. I'm sliding scale when it comes to
Yeah, you work with
what I
people's
give.
budgets, yeah.
I am.
Yeah.
I'm sliding scale. So
Now, if people want to get a hold of you for one of the things that you do, how can they get a hold of you? Whereas you do quite a bit, you know, a few different things.
yeah.
So how can they get a hold of you?
Just contact me on Karan, Karan Phillips 83@gmail.com.
Okay.
That's the easiest way to get me right now. And I will be a website I have floating around, so that's coming to
Now, do you have a
fruition soon.
Do you have a Facebook page as well?
It was something flying around.
It's one of my angels, just so you know.
It's in a state of manifestation.
It's there. I just have to bring it down.
Do you have a Facebook page as well, or not yet?
Not yet.
Okay.
No. Not
Okay.
yet. I'll
So
get
the
there.
email's the easiest way to get a hold of you?
Yeah, just
Okay.
the Gmails. I mean, that's fine.
Okay.
Appointments only. Yeah.
So I find it interesting about the whole sleeping thing.
Ask me anything.
I find it interesting about the bed with the two end tables because
Yes.
you know typically when you go into like a place where they're selling furniture.
Yeah.
You go in and it's set up like a bedroom. They have that set up. Then you walk into some places that might be more of the discount type places, and there are beds everywhere.
Yeah.
And it's not comfortable. You're like, I don't feel comfortable, you know, even trying on it, you know, sleeping on anything, trying them out. So it's interesting how that two end table
Darlene,
thing.
I started off as I'm a visual display artist. I started off doing visual display. I went to RISD at night, continuing ed, did a couple of classes, and that's what the whole thing is. Aesthetically, you can make things look fantastic, but how does it feel?
Right, right.
Yeah, some things feel cold.
That in turn, you know, it's a whole. It encompasses everything. You know.
So setup is very
to
important.
answer your question, if it's a wholesale place, they just want to get them. They're banging them out. But being a visual display artist, I was responsible for making that bedroom look as good as it looked. I worked in Boston, so I was in charge of the. That's funny that you're asking me.
Yeah.
So I have that background too. So with feng shui, we always want to create an like a hug. Okay, feng shui is awesome. I love feng shui. It's a big hug, and it's security. So you think about it. If you have your bed and you have, and also the female and male energy, no matter what, regardless of what's going on in the bedroom.
You get a little personal on that.
It's the yin yang,
Good
though,
to
right?
have balance. So
Absolutely.
once you put those,
Yep.
you put those tables here and here, you're feeling like balanced. I like that. I feel like I'm hugged and I'm being hugged.
It's the yin yang
Yeah,
that you want to get.
exactly.
Yeah.
It's balanced,
Yeah.
right? And you can even create like even with that, you like say if you were feeling you want to get more in touch with your masculine side, seriously, or your feminine side, you can tweak those little tables there. There's so many ways to do this.
You know, it's funny, and I have to share with this real quick with you. When I used to work working in the finance industry in Florida, and I used to take some of the low-performing places, offices, and bring them up. And one of the things I always would go in and do is the aesthetics, as you called it.
Yeah.
To go in and see what you could do, because I always felt cold. Well, it's a bank. Everyone's saying, "Oh, it's cold."
It's not supposed to be warm and fuzzy. They want you to, do your thing and go. That's
Right.
the whole thing too.
So what I would do is try to pull in the waterfall.
Good,
pulling all that kind of
yeah.
stuff in. So it really does make a difference.
It makes a difference.
People felt the difference as soon as they walked in.
Totally. Yeah.
Thank you for joining us tonight. I hope you find feng shui helpful to make a difference in your life. Just remember its color is the first starting point.
Yes, and the colors,
And decluttering.
decluttering first and foremost, as much as you can.
Darlene Filosa,
Thank you. Karen.
Thanks, Ellie.
come back and see us again.
Thank you.
Thank you for joining us.
So if you had to, so you can do all these things though too, with the Reiki and the function. You can even incorporate everything with the messages and the Reiki.
I'm just doing what they tell me to do.
Yeah.
By
I
spirit.
don't even have to, I don't have to explain it. I think you guys understand.
Well, we
that.
get it though, but
I know, but they
just,
don't. Yeah. I'm just going with it now. I'm just gonna go with it.
Yeah.
Go with the flow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So feng shui is the
Whatever
thing
is
you've been doing the
necessary.
longest though, right though?
Yeah, feng
Yeah.
shui, and I've taught Wicca class. I've done all kinds of things,
Okay.
but
Yeah, we didn't even touch on that yet though,
Yeah,
with the spells and magic and stuff. But
that's
you
a
know,
whole
the
other.
Reiki's direct thing,
That would be ritualistic,
That's
though.
all intentions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's all different. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Not what I
So
mean.
we can definitely,
I say
it's
that a
like
lot.
you do the cards and and the
I
Reiki though.
Yeah.
Did you want to teach the Reiki though after you get the
Oh,
master
yes.
class? So that's something
Yes,
you want to do after that?
I feel like that's what where they're pushing.
guiding you right
Children,
now.
kids coming, children keep coming up, so that's going to be the next.
Yeah, there is a Reiki class for kids that I can give you the book for.
You can?
Yeah, absolutely. Kids love it.
Because I feel
especially,
that's where I'm going next.
Yeah.
I think you'd be really great with working with the kids
Yeah,
too.
me too. And then they can help themselves,
Yeah.
and you fix that inner child. That
Yeah.
trust me, I could tell you.
Yeah.
Kids need it
It's
today.
amazing. They do.
They need
Yeah.
it.
And if we can do that, imagine how great that's
Their
going to be.
parents are out working, so they have less uplift from their
Well,
parents.
also they need to it could go any way. I mean, I think everybody could use Reiki. The
Yeah.
children that have attention deficit, it
Yeah,
helps.
there are different
It helps.
up in the
It
answer,
helps
too.
kids with
Yeah.
Asperger's syndrome,
Yeah.
there's so many
Yeah.
good things about it that they can center and just.
Yeah, then the
kinda
rainbow children,
get
though, they're all
into them
coming out
their
now.
own.
Yeah. So,
Get into their own and know that it's okay.
Yeah, I think if you can teach them when they're small how to meditate. I don't know if
wish
you've
somebody
seen
taught
that.
me when I did my own thing, but I kind of did a meditate.
They're showing now that where kids at school age, like at 6, 7 years old, they're doing meditation classes.
Yeah.
Why are we waiting?
Yeah.
Yeah,
What
well,
is the wait for? There's
it'll
no.
be-
Let's just do this now. Get the tools going.
Well, once the word gets out, they'll be
And-
much
Yeah.
more commonplace.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's
Hopefully
something they've been just
I
incorporating.
lived in the
for
broom
years.
closet for many years. So.
Yeah. Hopefully
A lot
they're
of us
allowed.
did. A lot of us
It's
did.
me. We did.
A lot of us did.
I'm out.
Yeah. Hopefully the kids are allowed to continue those practices
Yes.
in
As they
get
junior
older,
high when they really need it.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And high
To
school.
themselves. The whole thing is, I feel that to themselves. Let's.
I think once
Let's be a
it's
strong individual on our own.
Right. Right.
And build up our strength, and then it doesn't really, it's okay what everybody else does. Let them be who they are.
Yeah, because
But just work on you.
There was something that I read about the high school kids though doing the meditation.
Yeah.
And a lot of them were like dropped in levels of the criminal prone behavior as adults.
Yeah.
And there's not as much detention though because they get to just
Absolutely.
stop and just
Because-
breathe for a minute.
That's what
They-
it does.
they-
That's what it does.
They do have some programs in prisons.
I think they should.
meditation.
Yeah.
I think they should have it everywhere.
What I've read is like it's all the different grades. So once the word starts getting out more and more and more,
Yeah.
I think it'll be commonplace by the time though our grandchildren.
It's going to be just like
Yeah.
it is praying. It's a way of prayer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's really what it is.
Yeah, without any
It is.
specific
It is.
denomination.
You know, it's
yeah.
yeah, it can go anywhere.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Well,
God,
So it definitely crosses out everything, though, all the
Thank you.
way.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.